Hello everybody, this is Yogscast here, Kid Dizzy. And today we are going to be talking about the Yogscast series. Now, the Yogscast have finished quite a few series, like Flux Buddies, Hole Diggers, and maybe a few more that I can't think right now. But when you think about it, a lot of the series they do don't actually have a proper ending. Most of them just stop. And they either move on to the next series or they don't mention it again. Shut up, his friend. Anyways, so today we're going to be talking about some of the series that just stopped and that, well, I kind of hope they come back. And if you agree with me, tell me down in the comments below. Now, before I start this video, if the audio sounds crappy, that is because for some reason when I plug in my headset, the mic won't work. Like I can hear sound from it, but the mic won't work. I think it's because like since I have Windows 10, when I plugged it in, it used to have like the option saying that like, do you have a mic or a headset or what? But when I plug it in now, it doesn't do that anymore. So if you know how to fix that, can you please tell me in the comments down below? That'd be really helpful, and it'll help the audio be better in future videos. And also, if I sound a bit sick or cough during this video or something, I have a cold. I am overcoming it. I'm at the end of it. So yeah, let's hope it's not that bad, and let's move on to the list. Honorable mentions. You thought this was actually going to be on the list, weren't you? Well, alright. Well, I'm sorry, guys, but in honorable mentions, BlackRock. Now, okay, before you get your pitchforks and flames and stuff or whatever, let me explain. BlackRock was a great series, and I loved watching it, even though I was very late to the party, because back then, during Ticket Days, I did not know about Rithian and Zoe. I'm sorry, guys. Please forgive me. But afterwards, I started watching it, and I loved it. I thought it was amazing. But then it just stopped. Now, the reason why it's not on this list is because this list is about Yogscast series that I wish would come back. And I know this is not coming back. Rithian said it, and basically said it's not going to come back in Minecraft form. He said that he does want to tell the ending though, so maybe like a graphic novel or something, comic book, I don't know, but let's hope that we get to see it in the near future. Alright, now starting the list at number 5, Hypercubed. Now, this was a Yogscast series that was basically took place during the Yoglabs time, so it was basically Yoglabs for a while. And it actually, even though that actually only seen like 2 episodes or so, it did answer a few things about cloning. It looked promising, like it was going to give us some answers. But then after like episode 4 or 5, it just kind of stopped. Now, I know why, because like Simon got sick at the time, so like he was in surgery, couldn't come in for a while. I understand that, but like Simon's slowly coming back, so hopefully then it might come back, even though, like, before that there was an episode of Yoglabs that wasn't about Hypercube, but it was a funny video. I did like it. But, yeah, Hypercube, number 5. Hope it comes back. Love it. Number 4, Yog Tours. Now, I don't know if all of you know this, but Terps used to have a series on his channel where he would go around Yog Tower, show everybody the office and, like, kitchen and stuff, and talk about it there, and every episode he would quote-unquote kill a Yogscast member, even though they come back alive, like, within, like, 5 minutes, so, I don't know, before the next episode, at least. Anyways, but all of a sudden, he stopped. I think it was sometime after Hat Films' office or something. I think the last time he did a video was touring Hat Films' office, and me and a lot of other people really liked the series because it showed us inside Yog Tower. It's a place tons of us might not be able to go one day. Well, hopefully I'll be there one day, but not everybody will get to go there, so this is like the only way we'll be able to tour and stuff. But then Terps just stopped the series all of a sudden, and now kind of like acting all oblivious to it. But hopefully it comes back, and because it was an interesting series, and I would love to see more of Yog Towers before I actually work there in the future. Number 3, Beyond Mushbury. Now, I don't know, once again, I don't know if all of you know the series, but because like it only had 2 episodes. But do you remember that April Fool's joke Zoe had, where it's like, they're like her like the mushroom said like great evil's coming, and everyone thought, oh, Shadow of Israel something, and like there was an Israel head. Well, that was an April Fool's joke, but also it kind of, that video also led up to the series Beyond Mushbury. And no, the great evil is not Israel. It's actually like netherwarts or something that plagued the land. So go check it out. It's actually a pretty good video without all the April Fool's stuff. Plus, there's Fiso in it, so that's nice. Yeah, Beyond Mushbury. It was basically a series where Fiona and Zoe were in space and Fiona was hoping to bring back the great mushroom land that she grew up in and make sure it's not covered by netherwarts anymore because it was cursed by netherwarts, and she wants to fix that and help other planets along the way. Now, it only got 2 episodes, and those 2 episodes were busy exploring the ship, and at the end of the second episode, it showed them going to their first planet, but no episode 3 ever came out. So I really hope we get an episode 3. I know what Zoe's been going through, and why she hasn't made that many videos, and I can completely understand that. I just hope that when she's ready, her and Fiona are ready, they can start up the series again. Plus, I've heard a few rumors that they might be going on To Infinity soon, going to do collab with Kim on To Infinity, which would be really cool to see because, well, 2 awesome space shows coming together. I mean, that'd be awesome. Plus, it might mean that Beyond Mushbury come back, and I hope so, because this series, even though there's only 2 episodes, it looked like it had a lot of promise to it. Number 2, Yogscast. Okay, I know at number 5 I said Hypercubed, which was technically Yogscast, but that's kind of like a mini-series for Yogscast. I'm talking about like Yogscast as a whole. Now, this looks like it's been kind of going under the radar because it seems like not a lot of people have noticed. Yogscast hasn't been up for quite a few months. And I know why Simon was like kind of out of the game, recovering and stuff, which once again I can totally understand. But now that he's coming back and stuff, doing rail alerts and stuff, I hope that they could do more Yogscast because I want to figure out so much. Like this whole cloning thing. Like, remember the clone episode at the end, nobody can live forever? What does that mean? How did Landable Hector escape? Is that actually Landable Hector? And once again, and I want it to prove, to see if one of my first theories ever made, which is also one of my favorite theories, is actually true. Is Zephos being controlled by Israfel? I want to know these things. And I think the only way we can is if Yogscast comes back. So hopefully it will soon, fingers crossed. Because out of all of these in the list, I think Yogscast is like the most likely to come back. Number 1. We were all expecting this one, weren't we? We were expecting this one from the start. You were expecting this one from the start. I'm serious. No, you couldn't even. How can you not guess? I mean, everybody's been asking for over 3 years now, and this is like probably one of the least likely one to come back. But people can dream, can't they? Number 1, Shadow of Israfel. Yeah, you were expecting this, weren't you? I already talked a lot about this on my Nostalgic Yogscast reviews video, but Shadow of Israfel was my childhood, basically. That and Pokemon, but mostly Shadow of Israfel, because Shadow of Israfel was awesome. And I absolutely loved the show. I wanted to see more of it. It made me emotional. It treated me that I was kind of actually smart, yet it was funny. I mean, and like, it introduced me to, like, Shadow of Israel is basically what made me sold on the Yogscast. Like, even though it wasn't my first video, because my first video was actually the Weeping Angels mod showcase, once I saw Shadow of Israel, I knew that I was in love with these guys and that I wanted more. This is the series that basically introduced me to them, and I would absolutely love it if it would come back, because it was an amazing series. I kind of know why Lewis stopped. I guess he said something that, like, the fans won't be pleased with that anymore, but Lewis, if you're listening, lots of us just want a freaking ending. Seriously, like, there are a lot of comics out there kind of, like, predicting what would happen next, Shadow of Israel, kind of continuing it, even though that the series isn't really going on right now. By the way, one of these comics is on DeviantArt, and it's called The Fall of Zephos. I highly suggest you check it out. It is amazing. I absolutely love it. And And yeah, go read that if you miss Shadow of Israel. Give it lots of love because it is an amazing series, and it's an amazing comic series, and I absolutely love it. But yeah, anyways, back to Shadow of Israel. It was a series that everybody loved. Lots of people love. I don't know anybody who hates Shadow of Israel actually, but you either loved it or you didn't know it existed. And then once you knew it existed, you fell in love with it. I think I'm that's what I think anyways. But yeah. Seriously, bring back Shadow of Israel. I hope it comes back one day. And I would love nothing more than for it to come back. So that was my top 5 Yogscast series that I hope will come back. And so yeah, that's the list. Tell me what you think down in the description below, and tell me what series you want to come back. And now I just realized that these are actually all Minecraft series. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like on this favorite day and subscribe for more videos like this. And where they do, I am Tree Valon. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.